Alright, we took a little finagling, but we managed to get the cover loose. Pulling this off now. So cam cover. One of the reasons why we pulled this cam cover off is to see if this meshing of these gears to the idler gear here. It appears we don't have a problem, which is wonderful. We'll check out the cams, we'll check out everything else now that we have it apart. Clean this up. So much fun. Doesn't look like it's got... Doesn't look like there's a lot of wear on these. We'll have Tatro look at it and see what we got. See what's happening. Looks like this cam could be a pretty new cam. We'll look at some of the older stuff here. The other stuff, this looks relatively new, so we'll probably pull this out, see if we can find some markings, just figure out what size cam we've got on it in here. The other is these blocks. These are later model blocks, shovel head style, so later model blocks for this. So we're going to probably convert these back to a more original look associated with it. Probably repop, not original, but that type of stuff. So, all right, that's it for now. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on taking this apart, which is your kicker box, or your transmission, which used to be right here, and that's not there anymore. See that? It's invisible. So this shaft here, let's see if I can, I think I showed you this before, is in pretty bad shape. You can see it wobble, and it's not supposed to wobble, which means it'll leak and all this other stuff. So we're going to pull this apart next and put a new bushing in here. And what else? Let's take a visual of the whole bike now. Okay, no more cam cover, no more carburetor. Back fender's gone, oil tank's gone, transmission's gone. And on this side, hang on a second, there's the transmission. Kind of made a determination that most of the gears are in pretty good shape on this except for the third gear, and I suspect part of that was because there wasn't enough oil in it. When I dumped the oil out, it was this milky, honey looking oil that wasn't a full quart, or it wasn't full, which means your third gear was not getting very well lubricated. So we're going to look at that. Here's our clutch. I think I mentioned earlier we're lucky that one thing we don't have to do is put a belt drive on this instead of worrying about it's got a belt drive, so we may upgrade the clutch on it, probably replace the belt, and then we're good to go there. So, all right, that's it for now. All right, I'm going to try and disassemble this kicker cover. It has some locking tabs that just need to be this one needs to be knocked out of the way. Get your punch knocked out of the way. In this particular case, it's not very tight at all. Yep, that nut was not tight at all. If it wasn't for that tiny little tab holding it in, it would have fallen. Uh-oh, drop tools. So that gear set just pulls out. It's got a square piece to it, holds everything in. You got your locking tab, which then also ties into this part here's got a flat spot that ties into, and voila. So I'm showing this to you. There's your, it sits like this. There's your bushing and the shaft. So we'll look at the shaft, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. So it's got a fair amount of wear on it. To see if that's something we want to replace or not, but I think it's pretty much just to replace the bushing. The spring should be good to go, washer. So this bushing in here, we'll go ahead and replace this. Drive that out. There's 2 big ones in there. Put new ones in, and we're good to go at least on that part. This is your clutch arm, and there's a throw it. Here we have your clutch arm. So when your clutch pulls in, this pushes in against the throw-out bearing that spins. That then pushes your clutch out, the clutch pack out, and allows you to change gears smoothly. All right. So there we're at. Not many components to that one.